Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. Welcome back, and to anyone who is new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. This story is focused on another toddler who was neglected at a daycare center. Since this summer, there's been a pattern of preschool children being harmed or lost at daycare centers. And I'm really intrigued about this dilemma. Are child care centers being leniently approved? And should more restrictions be in place before these venues open? This toddler was enrolled in the Salem Community Childcare Incorporated in Massachusetts. On surveillance cameras, the 3-year-old boy is seen pushing the heavy door 15 times. The weight of the door was a deterrent on those occasions. Thank goodness. It is very heavy. But none of the Salem community childcare workers were observing him. If they were paying attention, some sort of lock or heavy items would have been placed in front of it or on it. Why was the same 3-year-old able to leave unnoticed without his jacket and shoes? At 10:45 a.m., this baby walked out of his academic venue by himself. In this winter season, the baby was only wearing a long-sleeve shirt, sweatpants without shoes, and a coat. Now, before I continue this news story, please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The daycare employees could not find him for a long period of time. They had no choice but to call his parents at work to inform them. I can't imagine the instant panic and worry that took over his mother, Martha Esquivel, and father, Joel Espaillat. I may have mispronounced their names. My apologies. I'm sure his parents asked, how did that happen? And why wasn't anyone paying attention to their son? The child was walking around the neighborhood for about a half hour. By a miracle of the universe, the 3-year-old toddler was discovered by a mailman, David Moulton, a U.S. Postal Service employee, called the police. This walking angel, or man sent by guardian angels, said he swiftly picked up the toddler so he wouldn't get harmed in traffic. Additionally, David Moulton shared that this vulnerable child, in quotes, he was shaking, he was shivering, he was cold, end of quotes. And as a former classroom teacher, I truly can't imagine how adults are so negligent, especially when children are in preschool and elementary school. I believe when you are a teacher or work in the education industry, you must be responsible for children of any age group. Therefore, children 18 years old and younger must be protected by professional adults. And it's baffling that the child care center doors did not have alarms. Security guards and/or educational staff should have positions on both ends of the hallway, especially for those young children. Adults are needed to oversee these young children from time to time, from the time they enter the building until dismissal. And were there cameras installed around the building? What type of security system was in place to protect these kids? I don't know all of the details of the child care or daycare businesses. Vaguely, I can recall that the city or state professionals usually are in communication with child care potential owners. The state and perhaps city or town has a set of requirements, and every child care business must pass these requirements to open. Prior to visitation, the individual must have a business site in mind with an address to give officials. Classes and/or workshops need to be completed in a specific time frame. Then a certificate will be earned for different aspects of the job or responsibilities. And during the process of opening a childcare business, background checks and numerous documentation are sent to the State Department for approval. The business owner must provide details of their purpose for opening, and in the paperwork, the schedule or procedures for the day should be reviewed. And this process may take a few months or maybe a year or a little over. During the official visit, the childcare owners are required to show their venue or home if that's where the business location is. Next, a representative from the education department in charge of the childcare venues schedules a visit. The representative needs to see the exits, usually 2 or more is mandatory, the amount of spacing, the bathrooms, child-appropriate furniture, tables, chairs, cots for nap time, safety and fire hazard check, etc. And sometime during the visit, the potential child care owners are required to discuss the number of staff they will hire, and this is depending on the number of children enrolled. For example, 1 adult per 4 children or whatever ratio of adult to children is required in that specific state. Now back to the story. In a statement to Boston.com, Salem Community Childcare said it is cooperating with the Department of Early Education and Care and the Department of Children and Families in their investigation of this incident. In consideration of the pending investigation and privacy of those involved, we will have no further comment at this time. End of quotes. The child's parents are definitely overjoyed by their son's discovery. No parent should ever bring or send their child to school to lose them or have them intentionally harmed. His parents stated in quotes to David Moulton, "You literally just gave us our life back." End of quotes. This couple acknowledges that they are so fortunate to have their son, and I hope the Salem Community Childcare Incorporated will be held accountable very soon. This venue needs stricter laws for the owner to stay open. No other child should become lost in their care ever again. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please leave a comment as well. Thanks a million and stay safe wherever you are.